Hello and welcome once again to the Couch Brotato Podcast. We are back after about a month and some change off. Lucas and I are back. This is part one of two episodes we're bringing you guys this week. The first part is basically just me and Lucas talking about what we did during our time off, why we took a little bit of a break, and what you guys and gals should expect going forward with the show. We do ramble on quite a bit, so we do apologize, but it's been a little while since Lucas and I had done this, so cut us a little bit of slack. That's not going to be how the show is going to be going forward, but we just need a little bit of practice. So we hope you guys enjoy this one. Part two is going to drop sometime Friday evening, where me, Lucas, and our good friend Jason are going to talk about the NFL draft and the crazy offseason of the NFL. So we hope you guys tune in to that one as well. So after the guitar riff, we bring to you the Couch Brotato Podcast. Hello, we're back. Lucas, we are back.
We're back.
Welcome to the Couch Brotato Podcast, the new, I don't know if it's going to be improved version of the show, but we are back after taking, it was about a month and some change off, wasn't it?
Was it that? Man, it seemed like a really long time. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it was right before the Batman came out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because the last episode we dropped was the Batman, or not the Batman, the 1989 Batman. That was the last episode we did.
Which I don't believe I was on.
Oh, no, because you weren't on half the episode.
Gosh, here we go again.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, we took some time off, kind of reevaluated some things. I don't know. How do you feel? What was your reason for wanting to take some time off? 'Cause I know we both had kind of different reasons, but
yeah, mine was lack of time, really. So I didn't have time to do research on movies. I didn't have time to record because I was working second shift. Mm-hmm. And then the only time I got to see my family was on the weekends, which is when we would record. I was always out doing something on the weekends. But now I straight up quit my job like a G. And so we're going to do this shit all the time now.
Well, yeah, see, that's the level of dedication Lucas has to each and every one of you that tune in and listen to us every week is the fact he said, fuck his job, fuck income coming in. He wants to do the show, which, I applaud you.
That's right. I just want to spend money and not make any of it.
Yeah. I know for me, it was just, I think just, like you said, time. I mean, I've got a 10-year-old and a 3-year-old, trying to spend time with them, trying to do research on the movies and stuff. And I kind of felt that just not having as much time kind of affected the quality a little bit.
Yeah, I think we got a little burned out for a minute.
Yeah, and I don't know. I feel like now people that listen to the show know exactly, we're not exactly, we're not textbook researchers. We don't nail the finer points of the topics all the time.
Objection, hearsay.
Yeah, denied. And I don't know. I mean, I just thought that maybe it's time to take a break. Like you said, we're just going full steam and maybe try a little bit something different, kind of incorporate more of our wheelhouse into the show.
Yeah, this was actually, most people wouldn't know this, but this is actually our original idea for the podcast. And it kind of morphed and evolved over time. And so now we're going back to our OG idea that we came up with all the way probably back in, 2018?
Yeah, I think that the genesis of this started in 2018. We talked about doing a number of different things. This is kind of the original way we wanted to do it, but then it kind of morphed into more of a movie show to focus on one thing. But, we got so many varied interests, so much to talk about, so much to share with each and every one of you that we just wanted to kind of incorporate all that into what we do here. So
much in our soul we need to get out.
That's right. But yeah, I mean, the show going forward, we're still going to be doing every Tuesday. This is going to be a little different because trying to finagle everybody together. Of course, it wouldn't be the Couch Brotato Podcast without technical difficulties. We were supposed to do this Sunday night, and It didn't happen, so here we are tonight. But we're giving you a special 2-part episode this week.
You're welcome.
That's
you
right.
Needy people.
Thank you, Spectrum Internet, for your wonderful service. But yeah, I figured just change it up a bit. You know, like I was saying, that you and I kind of have varied interests. We're not all strictly just movies. I mean, you and I are huge sports fans. We tried to incorporate some of that into the show. Huge music fans too. We love the world of professional wrestling too. So just wanted to touch base, talk about some of that stuff. It seems to be kind of more of what we talk about when we like text one another, or like even when we work together back in our warehouse days. We just kind of talked about a number of different things, and that's kind of like the vibe I wanted to set for the show.
Yeah, I agree. That's the best way to go about it.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, you feeling energized now? You ready to go back to doing this full time?
I'm ready. Let's
All
do
right.
this.
Well, you quit your job, so there's no turning back now.
Yeah, just specifically for this. There was no other reason ever.
Yeah. And like I said, man, the level of dedication for that took a lot. And I applaud.
It did. You know, I slashed our income here at home in half, and you know, I looked at the missus and I said, "Don't you dare say anything about." No, that's not how it happened at all.
Yeah, I don't see that happening in the least bit.
No, she's so nice that I would feel bad ever yelling at her.
And she's our biggest fan, so I don't want like one of the two people listen to our show on a regular basis to quit listening because you're a fucking dick.
I am a dick. That is correct.
All right. Well, you know, this isn't going to be too long of an episode because we got a 2-parter that's going to fill up most of the time. But what have you been up to while you've been gone? I mean, what's some of the cool stuff that you've been able to check out or experience or gotten into while we've been gone?
Well, went on a family trip to Tennessee, which was at Pigeon Forge, which you absolutely despise.
For those of you that are from Tennessee, the great state of Tennessee, I adore you, but I've always looked at Pigeon Forge as kind of like if somebody turned a flea market into a town.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty fair assessment, really.
Yeah, Gatlinburg, I've been there. It's a lovely place, not some place I'd frequent often, but
yeah, no, I really enjoyed it.
I can't wait for all the hate mail we'll get from people from Tennessee now.
Dude, if you get one thing of hate mail sent to you, you got to read it.
Oh no, that's one thing I want to do going forward is have a mailbag episode where we just answer people's questions. So it's probably just going to be like basic people.
What we'll do is we'll have Tina and Jen just stand beside us and ask us questions. Is what you mean?
Yeah, I'll just give Jen like $5. Like, hey, can you write an email? Just pretend like you're Susan from Minneapolis.
Just make it as just cutthroat as you can.
Yeah. But go ahead. I don't mean to cut you off. So you went to
no. See, this
Tennessee.
This is what we're doing. You know, there is no cutting off. This is our new format.
Yeah.
We're just shooting the shit.
So yeah, you went to Tennessee.
Went to Tennessee. Watched WrestleMania.
What did you think of WrestleMania? That was one of the things I was going to touch base on since we're going into more of the stuff that we're into. We decided to not do decided to wait until after like one of the biggest wrestling shows of the year. Start this. Yeah, we're a little behind the 8 ball on this, but what did you think of WrestleMania?
I thought it was pretty good. I thought night 1 was leaps and bounds better than night 2. And I also thought that the biggest main event of all time, all that bullshit, was terrible. Mm-hmm. Brock Lesnar was an extremely good wrestler. Roman Reigns is an extremely good wrestler. But it seemed like neither one of them wanted to take any bumps. Just wanted to do some suplexes, some, spears, and that's about it.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of agree with you. Like, I thought night 1 was awesome. I don't really think there was a bad match on night 1. I thought Bianca and Becky was the match of the night in terms of just technically. My favorite moment of night 1 was obviously the return of Stone Cold Steve Austin. I was expecting that to be like the KO show. He just comes in, talks for 10 minutes, dishes out a couple stunners, gives the celebratory beer the self cheer in each of the
Right.
corners and walks out. I wasn't expecting a 17-minute no holds barred street fight.
Yeah, that was
That was
crazy.
I was fucking eating every moment of that up.
Dude, he's fucking jacked too.
Yeah, he looked. The MVP at night one was Kevin Owens. He made Steve Austin look like $1 million, bumping all over the place for him.
He's one of the best. He's one of the best, really.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He doesn't get the credit he deserves.
No, he does not. Actually, I think he did finally get the credit he deserved. He got to main event WrestleMania.
That's true. I mean, but
no,
he was the sideshow of that. He wasn't the main star. That was all about Steve Austin.
Well, no, it was all about Steve Austin, but the fact that he was put into that spot to go against Austin, that's a pretty big deal because you could have put a lot of different guys in there.
That's true. Actually, I think I saw somewhere where Stone Cold was like, I wouldn't have done it if it was anybody but Kevin Owens, because I think Kevin Owens is at the top of his game. I agree. For me, there's like and he won't probably rise to the top again because it's just how Vince works. But AJ Styles to me is the best wrestler in that company.
I mean, he's got a strong case, very strong case.
Now I understand why they're doing what they do with Roman Reigns because he's, he can do movies and all that sort of thing.
I honestly, like, at this point, I don't watch enough WWE programming to really say who the best wrestler is. I really enjoy the stuff Roman does on SmackDown. I think he's probably, if not the best, probably one of the 2 or 3 best heels in wrestling right now.
Yeah. Who'd you say? MJF?
MJF. And I tell you what, man, I don't know if you follow him on Twitter, but Matt Cardona, since he left WWE, that dude generates heat like nobody's business, and I fucking love it.
He's the one on Impact, right?
He's on Impact. He's the NWA World Champion right now. He wrestles a lot of independent promotions, and like that dude is just a heat magnet, and I think it's awesome because I kind of liked him at first when he came into WWE, but that bro dude personality he had for a while started kind of rubbing me the wrong way.
What was his name in WWE again?
Zack Ryder.
Okay. Yeah, I remember now. Yeah, he never really. I remember seeing stuff where they were talking about him taking off and being like, the face of the company, and it just never materialized.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but he's so like. It's good to see that he's finally getting some recognition out there outside of the WWE.
Yeah. Well, I like it when any of them do.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, like I kind of agree with you. Night 2 was kind of lackluster. I mean, I was a little disappointed by Edge and AJ. I mean, it was a solid match, but anytime AJ Styles goes up against somebody like a top-notch opponent, I'm always expecting like a 5-star classic, and I continually get, like, the time it was him and Shinsuke at WrestleMania, like, I was expecting that to be a barn burner, and it wasn't.
Yeah, I think it was probably, I can't really remember all the matches on night 2, but it was probably the best with the most disappointing finish. That finish was awful.
I didn't think
deserved a finish.
I don't think the finish was bad because you're trying to extend that out because I think they're going against each other at the next pay-per-view, which is called WrestleMania Backlash now. It's not Backlash anymore. Just WrestleMania Backlash. Weird. So I think you needed something like that to kind of like extend that feud.
Yeah, but I don't like the idea.
Plus, it sets up it kind of solidifies Edge's heel turn, I think.
Yeah, but I don't like doing it at the big show. You know what I mean? If you do it at another smaller pay-per-view, maybe I'm cool with that. But I want to see a finish between the two of them.
I think you'll get it. Just, I don't know. Sometimes it's about extending and creating storylines versus just, because I think like a finish sometimes it's like, that's it. You're done.
Yeah.
So yeah, extending that out a little bit because I got a feeling these two are going to go because I personally think AJ's going to win at WrestleMania Backlash, and they're going to have a rubber match at probably Money in the Bank. Because I guess Money in the Bank now is considered one of the top pay-per-views in the WWE.
Oh, well, I don't watch it enough.
Yeah.
Another thing is we watched that AEW pay-per-view as well.
That was in February.
Yeah, I think it was after I had already stopped recording.
Well, we have done episodes then, but we got a Double or Nothing coming up. That's the next big one.
Okay.
That's in May, which we are actually going to do right after that. We're going to do a reaction. We're going to talk about the pay-per-view, which Double or Nothing is one of their big events. I think it's their biggest event, so.
It's their WrestleMania.
Yeah, so we're going to be doing an episode solely on that in May. So, yeah, anything else exciting? You got to watch WrestleMania and you went on a family vacation?
Yeah.
And you quit your job?
Quit my job. I have another baby on the way this month.
So, yeah, don't expect Lucas on the show too much.
No, I'm quitting right after this.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I quit.
Fuck it, you've been quitting.
Quit right now.
Yeah, you quit your job. Might as well just quit doing the show next.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm getting really good at this quitting shit. I don't want to stop. I don't want to hold myself back.
Uh-huh.
But I'm having a girl this month, so I'm really excited about that.
Yeah. Good deal.
We're going to see that movie on Thursday.
You're just basically setting up the whole, you're just slowly leaking out all of the programming we've got coming up this month. It's awesome. It's like you've been practicing while you were at work.
I'm good at bullshitting.
Yeah, we got Doctor Strange coming up. We're going to go see that Thursday, and we're going to record a reaction episode on that. That's going to be the episode we're going to release next week. Is Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. So if you decide you want to listen to this, please don't listen to that episode till you've seen the movie because we're going to spoil the shit out of it. Yes,
we are. I don't think there's really anything else going on. What about you?
Well, yeah, I mean, just, LIVIN, living. I didn't really get your thoughts. I did get to see the Batman, which was kind of like right when we stopped doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Which I thought was a phenomenal movie. I loved it. I wouldn't rank it as one of the best Batman movies. I would probably say it's third or fourth. But I really, really enjoyed it.
Well, I really liked it. I've never seen Mask of the Phantasm.
Oh, dude, you've never seen that?
No, so I can't. So my list is a little tainted, but I think after watching it, I think it competes as one of the best with Dark Knight. I don't think, thinking back on it, I don't think it's as good as Dark Knight, but I do think that it was really phenomenal. I like how Batman was more of a detective than just beat the shit out of everybody, interrogate them that way. He was actually, looking for clues and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Although I thought they kind of dropped the ball a little bit. I don't know. I'm gonna throw out a spoiler, forewarning people right now that are listening. I thought they kind of dropped the ball on how he missed all the bombs around the city. As kind of like the ultimate finale.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know that they're kind of trying to set up the next movie, but I just didn't like how that went down. I figured, since he's such a great detective, he would have noticed that, little part of it. And I thought that part kind of drug out the movie a little bit. I thought it would be okay right there at the end when he caught Riddler.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not going to go too spoiler heavy. People can go watch it right now on HBO Max, which is really cool. I mean, I guess that's one of the cool things that's come out of the pandemic was the fact that movies now that they have a shorter theatrical window.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to see that Michael Bay movie Ambulance. I thought it looked really cool. It has Jake Gyllenhaal in it.
Yeah,
and
I want to see that.
Now it's on. You can buy it on Vudu and iTunes.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, if you want to send me $20, I'll buy it tonight.
I quit my job.
Fuck. All right, fine. Just sneak the missus' credit card. Just send it over to me.
sorry, babe. I had to buy something.
Instead of you stealing money to go buy like cigarettes or drugs or alcohol, you're stealing money to buy movies on Vudu.
Yeah, see, it's much better this way.
It's such a sickness. I thought the Batman was really good. I've been actually catching up and been watching a lot more television shows than I've used to. The missus watched that show Severance.
Oh,
yeah, the Apple TV
Apple
show.
TV.
Yeah,
I actually started that.
Had Adam Scott and John Turturro's in that.
Adam Scott, a.k.a. Luke Frost.
Yeah, former guest on the program, Luke Frost. That's why he hasn't been on the show in a while. He's doing a show for Apple. I thought that was really good what I've seen.
Formerly a guest here.
Formerly a guest here. Hey, nice call back to our very first episode, The Rock. You're just like throwing little nuggets out here tonight. It's awesome.
I'm on fire.
I didn't watch the whole show, but I thought it was really cool. What I've seen of it, I've also dove into that Winning Time show about the LA Lakers from the 80s.
Yeah, you're a big Lakers fan. What do you think about, and probably from that, well, you're not that old, but
not quite that old. I was 2 during that time, but I do remember the Lakers in the Showtime era. It stretches a lot of the truth. Yeah, I've read excerpts of the book, and I've been reading about how inaccurate that show is, but it's fucking entertaining as hell though. John C. Reilly's great as Jerry Buss.
Very underrated actor, by the way, John C. Reilly.
Very underrated. I really like the actor who plays Magic Johnson on that show.
Let me look that up because I don't know who it is.
And then they take some liberties with Jerry West. Apparently, Jerry West is not just an ego, just a maniacal, just constantly angry. Apparently, Jerry West is threatening to sue the producers of that show because how he's portrayed on it too.
Oh, Jesus.
Threatening to take it all the way to the Supreme Court.
Yeah, because I'm sure the Supreme Court doesn't have bigger things to do.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'm a huge Lakers fan, still am, even though they sucked. They sucked this year. But yeah, that show's been really good, and I kind of got caught off guard by how quickly season 3 premiered. But I am currently trying to catch up on Barry so I can start watching season 3 of that, which I love that show so much.
I've never watched an episode of Barry, but I've heard nothing but good stuff about it. Maybe
that should be an episode that we do here soon is maybe I'll put a poll question up, get some feedback from people, some shows to recommend, and we'll just do an episode solely on stuff to recommend. There's a ton of stuff I still haven't watched yet.
His name is Quincy Isaiah.
Quincy Isaiah. Okay, yeah, I love him as Magic Johnson. Magic kind of portrayed as, kind of a shitbag at times, but yeah,
he might have been.
Yeah, it's a great show though. I really enjoy it. And then Barry, I actually watched 5 episodes of that last night.
One thing, actually, I don't really know because I haven't really heard your thoughts on it. Have you been watching Moon Knight?
I have not yet. That's one show I need to watch. I don't know. It's one of those things where I start to okay, I'm gonna go check out Moon Knight, and then I end up getting, I get with the Lakers show, Winning Time. I was gonna start Moon Knight, and then I was 3 episodes behind on Winning Time, and I just marathoned Winning Time.
Nice. I was wondering if there was going to be any kind of cameo or call out on Multiverse of Madness, so that's why I was asking.
No, I don't know why I haven't watched Moon Knight yet. It's Oscar Isaac, who I adore, big fan of his work. I don't know why I haven't watched it yet. None of our circle of friends have really, I haven't heard anything from anybody about it.
Yeah, Joey texts me about it because I was working with him, so him and I would talk about it. But now he texted me about it because I'm able to watch it on Wednesdays now. Mm-hmm. I was waiting until Sunday, which was apparently killing him inside. But I really dig it. It's very, very different. It's got some horror elements in it, which, I know they were originally going to do that with Multiverse of Madness. I don't know how much horror elements.
From what I've been reading, Sam Raimi apparently pushes it as far as he can go for a PG-13 movie.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it's got some horror elements in it. It's got some really cool like Egyptian god facts and all that stuff to it. So it's very cool.
Well, maybe after I see Doctor Strange, maybe I'll just go ahead because they're almost done with their run, aren't they?
Yeah, actually, tomorrow is the last episode.
Okay, well, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, like I don't know why I haven't bothered to watch it yet. I still need to watch The Mandalorian season 2 also.
Yeah. Okay, I did watch that. I didn't watch the Book of Boba Fett. You know how I feel about Boba Fett.
Yeah.
I know I'm going to get all kinds of hate from our Star Wars fans, but I think he's the worst throwaway character that they have.
And now that's a bit much.
I'd rather watch the fucking band in the bar, which I can't remember their name because I'm not a big giant nerd like Mark and Adam.
I haven't watched the Book of Boba Fett either. I wanted to, but I was told that I need to watch The Mandalorian before I watched that because I would not get some of the references. So it's supposed to be a prequel, I guess, but it seems like it's more of a continuation. Well, there we go. We will do an episode soon on TV shows that we need to watch or that we can recommend to people that they should watch.
Okay, we'll do both. We'll start it off like we recommend this, and then
it's gonna be 5 minutes of like shows we would recommend, and then like 50 minutes of shows that we haven't seen yet that people are telling us we need to watch.
Yeah.
Outside of that, I mean, the only other thing was I was a little scared that baseball was the lockout was going to cut the season shorter, but luckily, they got together and got their shit together. And we only lost 7 games, which they're going to make them up anyways.
Very nice. Yeah, there's a big sporting event on tomorrow for those of us that really like North American soccer. Mm-hmm. Seattle is playing Pumas of Mexico in the second leg of the final of the Champions League. The CONCACAF Champions League, not the good one over in Europe, just the American version.
You know what? Honestly, Lucas, you could have told me that was like the biggest soccer league in the world, and I would have totally believed you.
Well, Seattle went down to Mexico City and came away with a 2-2 draw in the first game, so it's looking pretty good for them. They could be the first MLS team in the modern format to win it and go to the Club World Cup.
All right. Well, it sounds like we got some exciting stuff. Maybe we'll give you like a little small segment, Lucas's Soccer Minute or something.
I'm cool with that. I can talk about that for a minute.
We time it though. It's like if it's 1 minute and 1 second, we cut you off.
Well,
you could be in mid-sentence and like, nope.
Well, I think maybe our European listeners and maybe to a certain extent our Australian listeners would be interested in what I had to say until I called it soccer, and then they'd be out. Mm-hmm. So nobody's going to want to hear it.
No, they're not just like, yeah, fuck that shit. All right. Well, I mean, like, I know there wasn't a ton of shit going on, but I just kind of wanted to get together and shoot shit with you for a minute, kind of, touch base with the listeners, let them know that we're not dead. That's the biggest thing, that we're not dead. And, revisit and let you know what's going on, let you know that we're back. I wish we had that song that maybe Adam can splice it in the well, no, we can't because we don't have anybody on the show named Doug, so scratch it, never mind. But
I don't know what you're getting at, but
I was thinking of The Hangover, when they sing the song like "We're Back" or "Doug is back" or whatever.
Dude, it's been so long since I've seen that movie.
It's been a while for me too. I probably fucked it all up.
Close enough.
Fuck it, you can cut it out. But I mean, just wanted to touch base with everybody. This is just part 1. We're just going to call this "We're Back," and rambling. But part 2 of this episode and going forward is going to be more cohesive. But I just kind of wanted to shoot shit with you for a little bit.
Objection, hearsay.
Right. But that's going to wrap up tonight's episode, unless there's anything you want to add, Lucas.
Nope. I hope that you all have come back. I mean, I'm sure that we've lost some people wondering what the fuck happened to us. Because I think that we had a next time on Couch Brotato Podcast after the last episode.
No, I actually said that we're going on hiatus for a while. That's how I ended. I let people know, like, hey, we're done for a little bit.
Okay, well.
Shows you how much you listen to the show.
Dude, I'm sorry, but I cannot listen to myself talk or,
Neither can I, and that's probably why no one listens to us anyways.
I mean, honestly, I do want to thank everybody that listened to us on our first run, because we did have a lot of people that listened to us, and they are very much appreciated for that.
Well, hopefully you come back. We'll listen to us ramble on. But this is going to wrap up the first part of this episode. So we're going to drop this on Wednesday night. And then part 2, featuring our good friend Jason, where we're going to talk about the crazy NFL offseason and the NFL draft. I don't know, I'm just going to touch on it briefly. But, man, I don't know if I was a little hesitant on the draft being any good because of how crazy the offseason was, but I was pleasantly surprised. I enjoyed watching the draft.
It was honestly I believe in our episode about draft day, we talked about how some of these trades would never happen, and then they fucking happened.
Well, nobody told a pancake-eating motherfucking GM they wanted their draft picks back. I never heard that in a war room.
But that's just because there wasn't necessarily microphones in every war room.
Okay, fair enough. But I was pleasantly surprised. I had a lot of fun watching. It was a good draft. But we'll dive into that on Friday's episode.
Sounds good.
All right. Well, Lucas, anything you want to add before we wrap part 1 up?
Nope.
All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully we don't bore you with our rambling tonight, but we just kind of wanted to touch base with you guys, talk for a few minutes. But yeah, I promise you that going forward, the episodes are going to be a lot more cohesive, and there's going to be a point to them. I just haven't talked to him face-to-face in a little while. We want to put it on tape. So, all right.
I don't believe you that they're going to be more cohesive.
No, they probably won't.
I'm still on this show.
Okay, yeah, that's true. But all right, guys. Well, thank you for tuning in, and we will catch you guys later. And that will do it for part 1 of our special 2-part episode we're going to drop this week. Be sure to subscribe on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get podcasts so you don't miss out on part 2, which we're going to drop sometime Friday night. Also, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter to get all upcoming show information, giveaways, poll questions, anything you want to know about the show. You can find it on our social media platforms. So until Friday night, we will talk at you guys later.